one day in my apartment, just sitting there. I had boxes of cameras, lights, sound equipment, and all this stuff around. And as an actress, I'm like, I've been on the other side. Now I'm stepping into this side. So I just told myself, if doctors can learn how to do brain surgery and heart surgery, I can learn and master how to start this business and learn all these equipments and things.
Hey guys, welcome to Keep On Pushing Stories, where we tell you, yeah man, real life stories of persistence and perseverance and determination, inspiration, because we want to inspire you to keep on pushing and live your absolute best life. And today I am so excited to welcome Antoy Grant to the show. Antoy, welcome to Keep On Pushing Stories.
Thank you so much for having me, Devon. I've been dying to meet you and be on the show.
Well, thanks. I'm flattered and I appreciate you choosing to spend some time with us. What I like to know off the bat, Antoy, is what it is that you do. How do you bring value? How do you serve others?
Wow. As most Jamaicans, I'm multidimensional, I like to say. So I'm an actress in film and television. I also have my own talk show, The Antoy Show, where I interview people, inspiring people, and share DIY tips. I'm also an owner of Mango Seed Entertainment, which is a full service production company and streaming platform. So I provide a space where content creators can share inspiring content. And then most recently, I became certified as a life and business coach. So I get to assist people in, mostly I do accountability, so helping them make their dreams and goals happen.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a Jamaican there, multiple jobs. We've been accused of that, but that's a good thing. It means that you're out there doing some amazing things. So if someone wanted to find you, maybe they have some content they want to get streamed, or maybe they want some coaching or whatever it is, how would they connect with you, Antoy?
Okay, so for coaching and my performance website, it's antoygrant.com. It's my name, Antoy grant.com. And for if they have content they'd like to stream, and I stream it for free, so there's no charge, it's mangoseed.tv. And if they'd like to watch my talk show, it's on YouTube, and it's youtube.com/The Antoy Show.
All right, so youtube.com/The Antoy Show, mangoseed.tv, you said?
Yes.
Mangoseed.tv. That has to be sweet, boy.
And, yes, sweet, delicious content, man.
Yep. And AntoyGrant.com if you want to benefit from her amazing acting skills, or you want to be held accountable for achieving your goals. So awesome. Thank you so much for that. I'm really curious, and I think what everybody really, really wants to know, other than how to get in touch with you, is your Keep On Pushing story. We want to hear of a time, Antoy, when you had to push yourself past a tremendous obstacle, or perhaps stretch yourself out of your comfort zone in order to go achieve your dream. So please do tell us your Keep On Pushing story.
Well, Devon, I love Keep On Pushing. When I saw that as your foundation name and kind of what you focus on, I thought it was so powerful, because throughout life, we do have to keep pushing, and especially during these times, we really have to, push ourselves harder. There's two stories that are coming to mind. I'll try to pick the best one. When I started my company, Mango Seed, it was kind of a dream, because as a little girl in Jamaica, the inspiration that started me even being in entertainment was I saw the Prime Minister on television. And at the time it was a real staticky television, we didn't have good cable or anything. We're out in the country. So as a little girl, I said, one day I'm gonna be on this thing and helping people. I didn't know how at the time. That journey kind of led me to the US and into modeling and acting. And, but as an actor, you're still at the mercy of casting directors, producers, and people who give you the green light to be able to work. So it doesn't really matter how talented you are. So starting my own company was an opportunity to take all my passions that I loved, put it into one space and create something. But I didn't know a lot about, the behind the scenes. So when I started the company, I researched, everything to start a business, and I bought everything I needed, all the equipment and everything. But I didn't know how to use any of it. And then I said, I was one day in my apartment just sitting there. I had boxes of cameras, lights, sound equipment, and all this stuff around. And as an actress, I'm like, I've been on the other side. Now I'm stepping into this side. So I just told myself, if doctors can learn how to do brain surgery and heart surgery, I can learn and master how to start this business and learn all these equipments and things. So that was a really turning point for me, because that's when I took ownership of the outcome of what was going to happen to me as a performer, as a creator, and it was a huge turning point to kind of seize the power to be able to create the outcomes that I wanted. There was a high level of frustration as an actor, because I would go to these auditions and there's so many talented actors, so you don't get a large percentage of the roles you get. You might go out for 100 roles and get 1 or 2. So this was an opportunity to really, be in projects when I wanted to be, and also create stuff for others. And the second part of creating my company was to provide an opportunity for other people that were passionate, but maybe couldn't do their goals as well. So I really had to push myself as far as learning the technical stuff. And I discovered that I'm a bit of a nerd, a bit of a geek when it comes to, because I took to it like water, but I had to really push myself to say, how do I operate all these million buttons on this camera? And how do I set up this lighting? And I also had to push myself to educate myself on those things and believe that I could do it, so yeah. And also one of the aspects of starting my business, since I was in Los Angeles, I was starting my company in Beverly Hills. So people around me kept telling me, 99% of production companies fail within the first year. And, all these horror stories when I was starting my business. And that's not, supportive going into, when you're going into something where you feel like you may not have all the skills to begin with, So, but I had to push through that also, just the voices of negativity that, even though it may be facts and statistics that are possibly realistic for someone else, to really push through that and say, I'm going to be successful. And, even being a person of color, people would say, oh, you're a Jamaican woman trying to start a business in Beverly Hills, so that also, people have their own fears and their own perspectives as to what your success will be. So you kind of have to push past that too. And I found that once I made the decision that success was the only option, things really kind of came easily and effortlessly. And if I had to say, keep on pushing, it felt like probably for you, like when you're going downhill, you're pushing and then you hit that slope and you're going down, and it kind of just, it's smooth, and then you kind of take off. It didn't feel like I was having resistance, once I made that decision that I was going to drown out the voices, I was going to prepare myself and do everything I needed to be ready for the opportunities that came along in starting my business. So yeah, so I think that's my story. And I found that I didn't really face any, discrimination, as you would say, working in Beverly Hills. It almost made me more of a novelty because there weren't a lot of people of color, like within the Chamber of Commerce and at the different meetings for the city and different things like that. They're like, oh, who's this, Jamaican girl? We want to meet her. What do you do? So, and no judgment, no criticism, because I decided I wanted to do my company without a website, which a lot of people didn't do because I didn't have a lot of behind the scenes footage to prove this is what I could do. I had on camera. So I was going off the strength of I've been on a set, but I didn't have a producer's reel or anything like that. And people trusted me. They trusted me based on just meeting me and referring me to people once they've worked with me. So sometimes the fears that you might have going into might keep you back, but you have to push through that. You really do.
Indeed. There are so many, from my perspective, nuggets in that story, but I'm curious about what it is that you learned, Antoy. So please share with us.
Well, one thing is don't listen to the naysayers. Mm-hmm. If you have a dream and you have a passion for something, go for it. You know what I mean? Because you never want to regret, like, oh, I should have, could have, would have, or what could have happened if I pursued something that's so, important to me. And also when you're creating, you have to think of others, because that's like always my second step. I was like, okay, this is what I enjoy doing. This is my passion, but how can I serve others through this passion? And so with my entertainment, whether it's acting or, producing, directing, I always want to think of how can I help others or support others or inspire others through the work that I'm doing, whatever it may be.
Indeed. Yeah. So, I heard you say, if doctors can learn to do brain surgery and heart surgery, you can learn this as well. And you went out, you bought all this equipment, not knowing what to do, not knowing the first step, creating a business, all that stuff. And I speak to people all the time about, hey, stop waiting until things are perfect to go after your dreams. And I think you have demonstrated that so clearly in the story and in your experience. You have you spoke about drowning out the naysayers, yes, fighting against your own fears, yes. None of that stuff that you worried about, none of the stuff that people warned you about really materialized because you decided that you're going to take that first step and push forward. Amazing story, wonderful lessons, very inspiring.
And I think I want to make one more point when you said perfection, because sometimes waiting perfection can create procrastination and you never get to that goal. If you wait for every single thing to be aligned for you to go into it, you may never go into it because there usually is no perfect scenario.
Can I say, preach it, girl, preach it.
You just have to jump in, do it. And, sometimes you learn as you go. Sometimes you might fall down, you just get up again, and keep it moving, keep it pushing.
Yeah, but it's all a learning process. I say that too. Get started and learn as you go. As you get started, you get wiser, you get stronger, you get smarter. Maybe things go in the direction that you like it to go and go, great, this works. And it's a learning process because you didn't know it before. And then if it went sideways, you learned still because you know now not to do this. So, all around amazing story. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. And, I got more stories if you need.
We're going to have to do a longer version here. But hey guys, if you enjoyed this, if you found it valuable, if you're inspired by it, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to hit that subscription bell and the notification bell as well, because if you do, every single time we share another amazing video like this, you will get a notification. By the way, don't forget to visit my website, devonharris.com, because if you subscribe to the newsletter, every single time we share one of these amazing videos, it will, as if by magic, show up in your inbox. All right? Until we connect next time, you know what to do. Keep on pushing.